Let's dig into some of what we just heard. Standing by with us has been Jonathan Turley. Thank you for your patience, Professor. Fox News contributor, constitutional law attorney, and professor at George Washington University. He made a lot of news, including this on no cash bail. Listen.
If you look at the top 25 cities for crime, just about every one of those cities is run by Democrats. And you know, one of the bad things they did, cashless bail, if you look back on time, when they allowed a murderer out that afternoon, you know, he'd kill somebody and then a couple of hours later he's walking the streets again, oftentimes killing again rapidly. Cashless bail is a disaster.
You know, as to always clarify when we cover this, a suspect doesn't need to put money down to be released from custody before trial. Jonathan, we know this has been a huge issue in so many of these states and cities in particular, like Chicago, like Washington, D.C., for the rise in crime. Why does this matter so much, and why is President Trump focusing on this so much?
Well, police groups have opposed this move, which started in New York, because it creates this revolving door, and they have seen recidivism or repeat offenders come out of that revolving door. And the problem with removing bail is that you remove a layer of individuals that the police relied on, because most individuals, or many individuals, would go to bail bondsmen. And that creates an incentive of these bail bondsmen to go and find people that they effectively loaned money to. And so it took some pressure off the police. It put more pressure on people who were getting those bail bonds, because they knew it wouldn't just be the police. They'd have very motivated companies that would want to find them. And so this has been a sore point with many police departments for years. And I think the president is getting a very warm response from that. And I also think that the public is beginning to look at these cities that went in this direction and say, look, it hasn't worked. You know, this has not reduced crime. And perhaps we should go back where we were.
And Jeanine Pirro has his back on this. She appeared on Fox News earlier today, and obviously doubling down on the need to end no cash bail. Here's Jeanine.
Here in D.C., we've got defendants who are committing violent crimes who are being released out onto the streets. They are reoffending, and they're reoffending again. And this is where the trouble begins. The public is not safe when violent criminals repeatedly prove to us that they are not a risk that we can tolerate anymore, when they are not put in jail.
And under her direction of U.S. Attorney there in D.C., we are seeing a drop in crime. There's no doubt.
Right. Even some of the opposing press has said, look, there is a drop in crime. And part of the concern here is that much of a justice system depends upon the perception of that justice system. It is the fact that people respect it, that they believe it is authentic. And when the public sees someone arrested for a violent crime back out on the street within 24 hours, it erodes that confidence. People are less likely to trust police. They're less likely to think the legal system is going to work for them. And this is particularly a problem in poor areas, minority areas, that are the focus of much of this violent crime. And so what the administration is saying is that if you commit one of these crimes, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and when it comes to this no cash bail, this being the target of this administration, we know Pam Bondi said she's going to put together a list of the no cash bail jurisdictions that could end up targeting states, obviously like New York, but also cities like Chicago as well, which the president has honed in on as well. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Good to see you. Thanks for standing by with us.
Thank you, Sandra.
All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.